The Little Bird and the Lost Grain. Long ago, in a lush green forest, there lived a small, hardworking bird. One morning, while carrying a grain of rice back to her nest, the bird accidentally dropped it. The grain rolled away and got stuck inside the hollow of a big tree. The bird fluttered closer and gently said, "Dear tree, please return my grain. It belongs to me." But the tree laughed mockingly. "Why should I do that? It's just a single grain." Angry but determined, the little bird flew off to find a carpenter and pleaded, "Please cut down that tree. It has taken my grain and refuses to return it." The carpenter chuckled, shaking his head. "Cut down a whole tree just for one grain? That's impossible." Feeling ignored, the bird decided to seek justice from the king. She bowed before him and said, "Your Majesty, please punish the carpenter. He refuses to help a small creature like me." The king smiled faintly and replied, "You came all this way for a single grain? This is too trivial for me to interfere." Disappointed but still determined, the bird refused to give up. The next morning, she went to the royal elephant handler and said, "When the king rides the elephant tomorrow, make sure he falls off." The handler was horrified. "Why would I harm the king? You must be mad!" The bird told him the entire story, from the tree to the carpenter to the king, but the handler still refused to help. Furious, the bird flew off and met a tiny ant. She said, "Little ant, crawl into the elephant's trunk and make him furious. That will fix everything." The ant looked puzzled. "Why should I do that for one tiny grain?" The bird's eyes flared. "If you don't help me, I'll crush you with my beak." Terrified, the ant hurried to the elephant, crawled into his trunk, and irritated him terribly. The elephant roared in pain and rushed to his handler. The frightened handler ran to the king, who, in panic, ordered the carpenter to cut down the tree the bird had mentioned. When the carpenter approached with his axe, the tree trembled and cried out, "Wait! Please don't cut me down! I'll return the grain to the bird right now!" At last, the bird got her grain back. But more importantly, she learned something powerful, that no matter how small she was, with persistence and cleverness, she could change the world around her. This simple tale carries a deep message. Many people believe they are too weak or too insignificant to make a difference. But true strength does not lie in size or power. It lies in determination, intelligence, and the will to act. The little bird managed to move a tree, a carpenter, a king, an elephant handler, and even an elephant. Her persistence created a chain reaction that solved her problem. It reminds us that the greatest strength lies in never giving up. No matter how small you may feel, if you stay determined, even the world's biggest obstacles will eventually yield to your will.